here to do some readings for you today. So while I wait for people to get online here, I'm going to pull myself up and get ready so I can see your chat. And I hope everybody's having a great weekend. My goodness, I've had a really big, busy week, but it's been fabulous. I got to be with my family for the holidays, all of my family. So that really warms the cockles of my hearts, of course. 1 second here, let me pull this up. Great, now I gotta just post a little comment there. Hey Mira, welcome. Let me catch up here 1 second. Thank you for being here. Hey Mooney. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's so sweet, thank you. Yeah, I actually had a minute to curl my hair. It's like, what? What, a minute to do something like that? It's been a little busy here. Let me just put something here. Let me pin a comment in the chat and I'll get back with you guys in a second. Hope everybody's doing well though and y'all had a great holiday. Yes, you can, Mooney. You sure can. Let me write it down. I remembered my pen and pad this time to write down names. Let me write you down right now. Okay, you are number one. Give me just a second, y'all, to put this in the chat here. And I will be with you. Chat amongst yourselves. Spam the chat. Please do not spam the chat with your questions. Y'all know, if you've been here, you see how people do that. Okay, Mira, thank you. I'll put you down too. You're number 2. One second, guys. I'm also going to be smart finally and put my information in the chat because I always forget to do that. It is, good question, 10 after 3 here in Alabama. Y'all just bear with me, please. I wish there was another way to do this, unless I do the live on my computer, which isn't nearly as much fun. You can't do the vertical anyway. Unless I have some fancy software, which I'm not doing right yet. Hey, Randy, it's 4:09 where you are. You're in the Eastern time zone. All right, I'm just going to put my email here. If I can remember it. Okay, is that right? Suen@gmail.com. Yeah, I think that's it. That's weird, but okay. Hey, Queen of Swords, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, I did survive World War II and World War I too, Mike. Scroll on, please, friend. Scroll on. Okay, almost there. Okay, I think that'll do it. All right, let's see if that reads correctly. And then let me post it, pin it. Okay. Got it. All right, all right. Queen of Swords, yes ma'am, you are, oh awesome. Well, thank you, Mooney, for doing that. I appreciate you. So let me get your name written down here on my list. I've only got one, no, so I've got 3 of you already spoken for, and I've got one more slot here. Queen of Swords. That's good. Oh, thank you, Dr. Ned. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, all right. Let me see. Mooney, you are number one. Let me ask what deck for you today? And go ahead and type your question in, Mooney. If you did, it's already lost in the feed. What deck, please, for Mooney? I don't know why my voice is raspy. I haven't talked that much today. Okay, Light Seer. A general love reading. Yes, you can. Ooh, 1964 flyers. Well, you know, fist bump for Scorpios, right? We're rocking it. I'm just saying, we do. You know, we're here to transform people and us and all that stuff, and it's not an easy task. People don't understand that who don't know Scorpios, right? Mike, are you asking for kind of a lesson in tarot here? Is that what you're asking? I don't know what you mean by randomness. There's nothing random, you know. I'm just saying. It's a deeper question than I think you realize. Hey, Pavitra, welcome. Thank you for being here. Y'all, excuse me. The cards fall, and each card has an archetypal meaning, and you add to that the reader's intuitive abilities to the meanings of the cards, and the symbol, you know, the artistic pictures on the cards, they all factor in to mean things. I would call it more ordered chaos. Okay, let me get to you, Mooney, and I'm going to try not to look in the chat. I've got one more slot open for a reading. Hi, Gray, welcome. Thank you for being here. What? Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. 51 people in here. Gosh, thanks for pointing that out. And thank you for asking them to hit the like button. I appreciate you, 1964. Thank you. Hey, Johnson, welcome. Why am I losing my voice? I just got here, guys. I apologize. I don't know what that's about. Well, that's kind of sad, isn't it, Patrick? I mean, that is true, but just so you know, I was doing readings for 30 years before I ever picked up a tarot deck. So not everybody here is just reading cards. Suen, yes, you will be my fourth slot, and that is my last slot for free readings. So I'll put you down here. Good, now I don't have to watch the chat for any more names for that. Okay. Now, but I will take super chat requests if you guys. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for saying that. And there's a lot more to it, but anyway, I won't go there right now. Maddie, I did not see your comment. I'm a little busy here. I don't think I want to dance for you right now. No. Thank you, Juanelle. Love you, sweetheart. Thank God you're here. It's actually somewhat controlled so far, Juanelle. Juanelle's my BFF and moderator. She's here to block people who don't behave on my behalf, so y'all behave. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me start now. I'm going to focus on you, Mooney. I know you've been patient. Thank you, thank you. Nemoni, hi, welcome. Well, that was quick. I didn't even get your question out there, but I got to go back now. Let me scroll back here. All right, you wanted just a general love reading. All right, I'm going to put this back because I hadn't asked the question yet, but that's promising that might be somebody coming in for you or in your life already. Okay, Mooney, please show us tarot. What do you have? What can you tell us about Mooney's general love life right now? Please and thank you. Mooney's general love life. That card wants to come out. Oh, goodness. Somebody from the past. You too, Patrick. Thank you so much. Hi, Raoul. Welcome. Okay. 6 of Cups. That could be somebody from the past. It could be you thinking about someone from your past, reminiscing. What else for Mooney, please? That one flips, or two flipped. Okay. Well, that's promising. The Six of Wands. I think what you don't see coming, that would be indicated by the moon. What you don't see coming is some kind of a victory. Let's dig deeper, Mooney. I'm liking this. Ooh, could be from somebody coming in to make a sweet love offer or give you an apology for something. Let's see. What else for Mooney, please? Ooh. Now, this could be you, but could also be someone that's coming towards you. A Queen of Cups, she gives her cup of love freely and fully. We like that. We like that. Thank you, Mira. Appreciate you. And Juanelle, by the way, the 4 slots for free readings are already full, but if anybody wants a super chat, I will do those till I can't anymore. Oh, guess what? Mooney, look what came back. I told you, I just had a feeling that was going to come back. Oh my goodness. What is under there? This is the weirdest thing. I just got goosebumps, and I don't usually do that in a reading. This is good for you, Mooney. I'm assuming you want somebody here that... So for me as a reader, this is saying somebody from your past, most likely, you're either dealing with, or maybe you want them to come back. But you've had a tower moment with this person. Now, it doesn't tell me specifically that... Hey, Moulay, welcome. So good of you to be here again. Thank you. Thank you so much for your compliment. So, Brain Power, thank you for your compliment. That's so very sweet. Hi, Robert. Welcome. Well, it is amazing, isn't it, Mooney? I know. I mean, I don't know what's been happening with you. If you've been here before, you'll hear me talk about, sometimes tarot gives me the backstory before it actually answers my question about what's coming towards you. So I don't know if this has already happened or it's about to happen. I can't tell that, so I just kind of read the cards. But anyway, we have a tower in reverse, so this tells me the tower has already happened. That's how I read that. A tower is simply something that comes when we need to make changes, excuse me, and we don't for whatever reason. Maybe we don't want to, maybe we just can't, we feel we can't, whatever. The divine will step in and do that for us, because it's saying whatever you have going on is not built on a solid foundation, and so it wants to tear that down so that you can rebuild it on a solid foundation. Now, this is someone, you or your person, juggling. I don't know if that's juggling another situation or just feeling overwhelmed. But I'm questioning that it may be something, could even be work, Mooney. It could be work, because this is the card of collaboration, and you notice it's in the reverse. And so, again, it's a pentacle card, so that's why I said it could actually be work. Or, you know, if you know there's some other person or situation or family dynamic that it may have caused this tower, is what I'm trying to get out, and not doing it very eloquently. So it's saying, though, that because of this overwhelm and juggling of whatever kind it was, there was a lack of coming together with this King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles he's a good guy. He's the king you want, in my opinion. He's very stable. Tower happened and we broke it off. Yeah, well, that's what I figured. Because to me, in reverse, it means it's already happened. So this could be your person. This could be you, Mooney. Either way, or it could simply say, I apologize. It could simply say that maybe after this tower you and your person, or both, or either rather, could simply be deciding that you want to focus on your work. You know, I'm just putting this behind me now. I'm going to focus on my work. Now, I want to ask, because I kind of feel like that's the backstory, and you want to verify that for me, that would be great. And now I'm going to ask what's coming towards you. Let's ask that. John, thank you so much. That's very kind. I appreciate that. And generous at my age. It's very, thank you so much. Mooney, so we're asking about Mooney. What's actually coming toward Mooney, please, in love? I feel like this is the backstory. Unless it's just saying enough is enough. I'm just, you know, moving on and focusing on work. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh. Carol is so funny. Okay. Underneath the Six of Cups card, we have the Six of Cups. Just can't make that up. Okay, underneath this victory, we have another Tower. So Mooney, my goodness, I don't know. Whew. Hey, where's that flag from, Purple Phoenix? I don't recognize it, and it's also very small and I can't really see it. Where is that flag? I'd like to know where that's from. Snicky, thanks. And Mira, you're so sweet to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robert. Gosh, y'all are so kind today. Thank you. Golly, thank you. So I guess putting on lipstick was worth it, right, today? Now let's see. I'm going to get going here because I want to know what this Tower is for Mooney. Scotland. Okay, great. I would have, okay, I can't see the detail, but it's some kind of I don't know if that's cross or crossing sabers or what that is with a blue background. Awesome, Sneaky, thank you. Scotland, now I've learned. I have learned something. Swiss? No, I don't think it's Swiss. He says Scotland. Swiss is red, isn't it? Because I had somebody on here the other day that posted their flag and it was Switzerland. What else for me? What is this Tower, please, for Mooney? Show me, what is this Tower? Ooh, all right. Well, something that you... let me really tune in with this. Katya, my free questions are already spoken for. All the slots are gone, but I will take super chats. Charlie's saying I'm pretty Swiss is blue and yellow, and I'm okay. Google it. Yeah, well, good. Let us know back here. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate you. So, Mooney, this I just want to tune into what this is really telling me here. It could just be saying, because the Ace of Swords in reverse can be a missed opportunity. It can also be saying something you've lost or your person has lost passion for, but it can also mean a delay. Like a missed opportunity doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just might mean not now. So let's see. Let's get more. Ooh, because at the bottom of your deck, feeling all that's a cup of love. I would be shocked if we didn't get, I was just going to say, I would be shocked if we didn't get some kings coming out for you here. King of Swords, King of Cups. So I don't know. This may be telling me somebody new is coming, Mooney. Let me keep going here. Hey, Robert, Miss Scorpio, I am doing well. This Scorpio is doing very well. Thank you for asking, Robert. How are you doing? Guys, my free slots are all spoken for, so please don't post any more questions in the chat. If you'd like a super chat reading, that is an option available to you, but the free slots are spoken for. So show me what more about this Tower and this Ace in reverse here for Mooney. I knew that one to flip out. Okay, well, need more. I need more. I need more. Show me more, Spirit. That's not very clear. Show me this clearly, please, for Mooney. Sneaky is saying yellow cross with blue background is... One second, y'all. Sorry. You know, I'm sorry I have to multitask, but I do. Okay. Oh, there it is. I see the picture now. Sweden is really... Oh my gosh, I didn't realize. Okay, blue. Well, I don't know what that was, and I must have had it... I don't know who that was then. I sure thought it was Sweden. But thank you for that. I appreciate you letting me know now. Okay, so we've got... I want to put this in my head. So Scotland is blue. Sweden is yellow cross with blue background. All right. Thank you. That card wanted to pop out a minute ago, Mooney, and I was going to be surprised if it didn't come back out. This is looking like you're moving on. I really think this is about, well, I said what's coming toward you, so this could be you. It's what it feels like. And I think what you're telling me is, and there's a couple of ways to read this, so I'm not done yet. I want to get a couple of more cards, but so far it's looking like you're telling me after this tower with somebody from the past, you're feeling it was a missed opportunity, or maybe you're telling me, I've lost passion for love right now. I'm just going to focus on my money because this is the card of being single, free, ready to mingle. I've got my money's good, you know, I'm taking care of me, I'm Miss Independent. It's also the card of liberation. And, you know, the Page of Swords, I don't always get this with him, but it's also... can be new ideas, curiosity, good communication, and at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, Queens and Kings. That's great energy, and you're saying, "I'm ready for a change." That situation's behind me. I'm ready for the change. Yeah, let me get a couple more for you, Mooney. Yeah, and it's interesting now. Let me look at. Yeah, you didn't see that. All right. Yeah. You're loving on yourself because this Nine of Pentacles came out underneath the Queen of Cups. I think you're deciding, yep, I'm going to focus on loving myself. Now, it is interesting. The Page of Swords came out underneath the Tower, so that could also be adding to that message of what the Tower was about. That could have been some kind of a disappointing communication that happened. I want to see what's under this Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, excuse me. What came out under the juggling card? Toxic energy. Mr. Devil himself showed up. Things that hold you back, restrictions, addictions. Yeah, that's pretty clear. So you realized, I think this was somebody juggling you. Now, again, it wasn't necessarily with another person, right? Yeah, and then the Eight of Wands in the reverse is saying, and that's what's created your no communication, is how I read that. Two more here, please, for Mooney. Thank you guys so much for hitting that like button. It's your way of saying thank you to me for being here on my Sunday afternoon. I'm always so grateful. Thank y'all. Okay, two cards it is. Sometimes tarot is so literal. I just absolutely love it, Mooney. This is funny. Thank you, Joseph. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Thank you. Makes my day there. So, Mooney, I think you're saying I'm moving on. I'm moving on from what? From this juggling, this being overwhelmed with how that makes you feel, and I know how that makes me feel. Felt, past tense. Big past tense for me right now. Just saying. So this can also be a lack of balance. And you're saying, no, I'm not dropping my own ball anymore. You're focusing on your Gary in the super chat. Okay, thanks. I didn't see that. Thank you, Juanelle. I did not see that at all. Where is it? Really? Are you answering? Oh, are you answering somebody? I don't see a super chat. You cannot save him right now, and I'm trying to focus on myself. I see that totally, because I feel like all of these cards, like I just get a real strong sense that this is you focusing on filling your own cup and putting all this toxic energy and all this stuff in the past. Yeah, that's it. I just feel like you're done with it and moving on. And yeah, I'm not. Now, wait a minute. Let me see what this is. Yeah. It could be also this person was resistant to commitment. That's the C word. To commitment in some way. Well, we kind of all know what that means, right? That there were delays and stalling and all that stuff, or doing things in a more traditional way. And you're just going after your happiness. Yep. You're saying enough is enough. And there's the Three of Pentacles in reverse again. You're saying basically, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm holding my own cup back. I'm not giving that to anybody because I don't want any more conflict. I'm looking at the long term, what's good for me in the long term, and planting my seeds there. Well, that's how I see it, Mooney. That looks good, and I think this is excellent because you're moving on. That's exactly what you need to do here. You need to keep that chariot moving. Keep that chariot moving. So this looks really good for you. Yeah, you're done juggling with toxic energy is what it looks like to me. Yeah, you're knowing your worth. I love this. Some of these King of Wands really speak loudly to me. This one is a natural leader. He's a visionary. He's good at, and in this one, this particular deck, good at overcoming challenges. Career focused. Yep, I think that's you all day long, and that's what you're doing. You are very welcome, Mooney. Thank you for being here. That's a great reading, and I'm feeling good for you. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. Congratulations on putting all this toxic energy behind you. In the rearview mirror, as they say. Thank you, Juanelle. I appreciate you tracking that. Okay, let me shuffle these back. And Mirror, you are next. Would you type your question for me again, please, Mirror? Mirror. Because he's long gone in the chat. But super chat readings are available. Thank you, Mira. I got it. Krishna's feelings. Okay. Super chat is available. All right. And if you want a private reading, that is pinned in the top comment. How you can get that. You can email me or go to my website and book a reading. All right. So for you guys just tuning in, the free readings are all those slots are already spoken for. You can either book a private reading or ask for something in the super chat. Okay, let me get these cards put back, Mirror, and we'll get your reading started. I have a tradition. I shuffle each deck. After I use it, I shuffle each deck 3 times before I put it back. And thank y'all for hitting that like button. Now, it says I've got 50 people in here, and only 21 of you have hit the like button. So we need to get those likes up, pretty please, and thank you. Please and thank you. If you want to say thank you for me being here on a Sunday afternoon, Charlie, got you. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. I got you, and I will do your reading. Okay, let me do, pardon me, Mira wants to know, Krishna's current feelings for me. What deck, please, for Mira? What deck for Mira? Okay, this one. What are Krishna's current feelings, please? Let me write this. Let me write you down, Charlie. Charlie, I may have to ask you, if your thing gets pushed up, I may ask you to put that question back in later, but I got you on my list here. Okay, Mira. What are Krishna's feelings toward Mira? My hair's tickling my face. Current feelings. What are Krishna's current feelings? What are Krishna's current feelings for Mira? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Y'all have a fight? Looks like he's put a wall up. Could be saying, or he's tired of fighting. He's tired of trying to stand up, and this is defending the high ground, standing in your position, defending the high ground about some kind of a truth. You are welcome, Charlie. Okay. Somebody here didn't listen to their intuition, and then something is coming to the light about some kind of a disappointment. So let me keep going for you, Mira. Hey, Nolan, a fellow Scorpio, welcome. Fighters, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. What else for Mira? Tell me about how Krishna feels. Current feelings. Right now, disappointed. This is the ultimate card of disappointment and oftentimes apathy, Mira. So just so you know, he's not in a happy place. I don't know what happened between you two, but not in a happy place. Hello, Raji. Now that's interesting. Okay. This is either saying he's... Let me see what comes out after that card. Let me see. What else? Tell me about that. What's the 4 Wands? What does that mean? Disappointment. Yeah, no communication. This is a breakup, it looks like. Ooey, ooey, ooey. Yeah. I didn't actually said that before I saw your comment here. Yes. Yeah, clearly, because there's no communication here. Ace of Cups is in reverse. The Tower. Right. Well, I think I'd have to say this card is speaking louder than all of these, Mira. This looks like somebody who's just still sitting in disappointment. Still has a wall up. My hair is driving me crazy. Tickling my face there. Still has a wall up. They're, yeah, this is, again, pulling back, no communication, healing. Healing. Ooh. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is your person or it's saying how your person feels, because that is the question we ask, but this is the Devil card. This speaks of toxicity, and it can be addictions, it can be obsessions, things that hold you back, from your happiness. Yeah, and that feels like why. So your person, I feel, Mira, somehow there was something toxic here. I don't know what the toxicity was. You will know that he felt was not bringing happiness, and that's why there was a breakup. I don't know who did what, but there was a breakup here where you're not collaborating anymore. Some kind of disappointing news. Yep. So it looks to me like the overall here is basically he's still feeling disappointed, Mira. I think he's simply just disappointed. He felt like he felt like he took the high ground when I don't know, like I said, I don't know who broke up with who here, but he felt like he needed to defend his position, and to him, the high ground was, I assume, y'all not being together or whatever. Yeah, because somebody here didn't listen to their intuition. That's a big thing, which caused disappointment. And that disappointment could have been regarding, home life. This can be the twin flame card. This could be even, sometimes it's saying, maybe if your person was in another relationship, it's saying, they're just explaining that could have been a factor if that was the case. Maybe they felt like they couldn't disappoint what they had here, if that's the case. Yeah, he pulled back from the relationship. Yeah. That is clear. That is very clear. And because what's fueling all of this at the bottom of the deck is the card of, this is taking a time out, meditating, healing. Healing from what? Healing from this toxic energy. I just feel, again, Mirror, right in the middle of these cards is this card, and it's speaking louder to me than any of the other cards. It's basically just saying disappointment, disappointment. I mean, clearly there were feelings here. Clearly there was love at one time, because I don't think you can't be disappointed at something you don't care about. Let me put it that way. So clearly this was something that it was disappointing for this person, but you asked me how they feel, and I think this is the answer, just disappointed and feeling like he can't fight for this anymore. So I wish that was more positive, but that's what I have for you, Mirror. I hope that helps, honey. I do. I do. Sensei, welcome from one sensei to another. I'm also a sensei, and I don't know if that's just a title for you or that's an actual thing, but welcome, welcome. Thank you, Queen of Swords. I appreciate y'all speaking up and telling the other people in the chat what's going on. That means a lot. It helps me focus on doing your reading instead of having to, do what do you call, not bookkeeping, housework, what am I, keeping up with the chat's what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Nice to meet you as well. Oh, good gracious, my deck is exploding here. Thank you for being here. Sensei, the free readings are already spoken for, but I am taking super chat requests if you would like a reading. Okay, one more shuffle here, and then, okay, so I have read for Mooney was number 1, and Mira's number 2, and Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords, would you type your question, please and thank you? Please and thank you. Go ahead and type your question for me, because I've way lost it in the chat. Are you asking, are you ready for a commitment, or is... Oh, Mira, that is such a sweet comment. My pleasure, and thank you for being here. I'm very grateful for everybody who shows up here genuinely, and that I can help. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're very welcome. Queen of Swords, are you asking if you are ready, or is your person ready for a commitment? I'm not clear on your question here. So if you will type that in for me, please. Okay, Queen of Swords, where'd you go, honey? I need to know what clarification on your question. Hey, Christy, welcome. Oh, got you. That now makes sense. Thank you. I wasn't sure the A. Now, your person's name is A. Got you. I got you. Thank you. Took me a second to get that sunk in my brain. Tracy, my free reading slots are spoken for, but there are a couple of super chats available if you'd like to do that. Okay, Sensei, yeah, you just book it through super chat. You just hit the super chat button and whatever you decide to donate, and then you can put your question there, but I may have to come back and ask you because it gets lost in the feed, but I'll put your name on the list. Excuse me. Okay, now, Queen of Swords, let me get over here to what deck for Queen of Swords, please. Wants to know about A. What deck? What deck? Okay. Wait, this one or this one? This one, okay. Queen of Swords wants to know, please and thank you. One second here. What are A's next action toward Queen of Swords, please? What are A's, her person A, next actions toward her? Well, that just, gee whiz. Oh, goodness. Somebody's making a choice in love. I'm going to tell you that. I don't know what direction this is going yet, but yeah, somebody wants to make amends, though. Making a choice in love. Now, this is the question this is the card I'm debating about. This can be celebration. This can be, I want to celebrate with you. I want to tell you I've made a choice in love. It could be, but sometimes that means something different to me. So I'm going to get more cards before I speak on this for sure. Thank you, Mira. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I've got Charlie down for a super chat. Is that who it was that you saw? Yeah, thank you. Oh, one else jumping in. She's got it. Uh-oh. Okay, this is... Now, you heard me say a while ago, I gotta let you know, sometimes tarot tells me the backstory before it answers my question. So you tell me, this is either saying this person didn't want to invest in you previously, but they didn't want to let you go either. Or this is answering my question, that's what's going on now. So you'll have to tell me which, well, you know your situation, but I feel like it energetically feels to me like they didn't invest in you, but they also didn't want to let you go. And now it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Yeah, Bonnie, we will block you if you continue to post, random stuff like that. That's not part of what we're here and about. Because this is a card of equal give and take, balancing, somebody giving equally or two people giving equally to a relationship where there is love. See, this is very positive. Somebody giving their cup of love, but I feel there's a but here. I feel there's a but, and if there's not, then that means we really wanted to celebrate here. So let me keep going here. Yes, he didn't. Okay, thank you for verifying that. Queen of Swords is saying, yes, he didn't want to invest in the past. Yes, he doesn't want to let me go. Yeah, I could feel that. In the past, there was no equal give and take. Okay. Thank you so much for verifying that. That's what I was feeling. I'm feeling a push and pull, even though I don't have those cards here. Typical, I can't make up my mind. I don't want you right now, but I don't want anybody else to have you. That kind of energy is what I'm feeling. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yep. Somebody's focusing. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so yes. And then somebody, I tell you what, the story I'm getting here, Queen of Swords, is I think that was your person. I think you decided, well, that's fine with you. If that's what you want. Go over there and, do you. I'm going to do me. And guess what? I'm quite a catch. I'm single. I'm free to pursue. I got my money. I am looking good. And you just said, that's fine. You don't want to be here. That's fine. I'm accepting that ending. I'm going to get on with my life. Now, there's another way to read this. Because the death card is not really my card of endings. It can be endings and beginnings, but it's really a card of change, because what happens when you end something or start something? Either way, it's about change, isn't it? It's about change. So it could be saying you decided to change things for yourself or your person. We did ask about your person, and I'm not losing sight of that. You are the Queen of Swords. There you go. I just feel like, give me a second here to really kind of tune into this. Oh, thanks, Digger. You're sweet. Thank you. There's a weird energy around this card. I just have to get more. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, fueling all of it. Well, yeah, guess what? The Two of Cups, and what's behind that? There's another was this saying, but I love you. You're my soulmate. And I want to come back because there was deception and lying and cheating here. Well, yeah, of course. You didn't want me to. You didn't. No, nothing was wrong until you got caught. That's the energy I'm feeling with this one. Oh, yeah. Caught with doing what? I don't know what, but... I have to know more about this death card because it's speaking loudly to me that there's something I'm not seeing here. Because this could also be saying, you don't want to invest in this. Sure, fine. I'm going to go. This could be you or your person. I'm going to go over here and be single. I'm going to just take care of myself because I'm not willing to change. This is your person talking. I'm saying, for example, I'm not willing to change. Or, no, it's in the upright. I'm sorry. It's in the upright. Let me take that back then. I thought it was reversed. It's saying, because that could be you saying I want change, or change is afoot, because I do have, okay, I have to do this because I know that's what's going on. Now I see it. Yeah. Sometimes, and I just talked about this in my last live I did. Yeah, Werner, my slots for free readings are all spoken for, but I have a couple of slots left for super chats. Oh, thank you. Well, I know you're on top of it. I didn't see that. I was talking about this last night, that sometimes cards come out because people are curious about tarot and readers and how that works. That you have to... Queen of Swords, the free readings are closed. Yes, thank you for helping out there. Sometimes cards come out, and you have to be an astute reader to tune into the energy of that card. Yeah, maybe it came out this way, but what I'm feeling, the energy here, is that it really is in reverse. And what it's saying, Queen of Swords, to me, is your person was not willing to change. Was not willing to change, and that's what caused this lack of communication. You please tell me if that's wrong or whatever. But I want to know more. I'm going to ask what is this change about, this death card here. You're saying that is very true. Thank you, because that card hit and I said, that's not right. This is, the death card in the upright to me is a very positive card. It means change and somebody getting in there and getting in the trenches and doing what needs to be done, right? That wasn't what I was feeling there. Yep, they were not willing to, well, hang on. Yeah, it's saying, because what came out on top of that is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this could say they're not willing to liberate themselves, possibly, say, from another situation. That could be. Or it can be also sometimes somebody who's codependent, or who doesn't have their money, or is reckless with their money. That's a little bit more obscure meaning, but it came out in the reverse under the Death card. Something about an ending. This is feeling to me like, it is true, this is feeling to me like somebody who might have had another situation and they weren't willing to end it. Now, I don't have those cards here for you. I don't have the quintessential cards that indicate that, but some other thing could be a job. It could be somebody who's a workaholic, right? Yeah, so it's saying that there has been an ending to the conflict here, or they ended it because they didn't want conflict, or you ended it because they didn't want conflict. Yeah, somebody's saying, I don't want to fight for this anymore. I don't want to fight for this anymore. The wounded warrior, I don't have one more fight left in me. So here again, we've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse saying no communication, and there's not going to be a victory here. Yeah, it brings unhappiness, but Spirit is saying, but, you know, this is feeling like sometimes rejection is protection sort of energy, because the wheel now is going to be turning in your favor. That's good fortune. That's good fortune. So that helps me understand that. Anything else? I think this person did really have feelings for you. I do. It's just feeling like, but right, or because, here's the thing, when you get this card and this one right next to it, it can also be saying, so I have to say this to you, that this love was a deception. You know, it could have been somebody just telling you, this King of Wands people can sometimes be, they just want what they want when they want it, and they don't care who they hurt to get. In other words, the victory card, they don't care. I just want my victory, and that's the truth, because the King of Swords is right behind that. And I hate to say that, but that's what it's looking like. Can you give me any future or anything else you want to say about Queen of Swords person? Oof. Well, sadly or not sadly, I don't know if you want this person back or not. Usually if you're here asking about somebody, it means you want them back, but I won't judge. I mean, I don't know. This is an ending. This is the end of the Fool's Journey, the last card in the tarot. So Queen of Swords is kind of saying to me that very possibly this is the end of the road for this relationship. And yeah, look at this. Because somebody was shallow, self-serving, needy, maybe even greedy. It just wasn't the right time. Sometimes it's the right person, but not the right time. They just wanted what made them happy, and they didn't care who they left out in the cold to get it. So, Queen of Swords, I'm sorry, that's not a happy reading, but I have to just give you the messages that come. So, I would say goodbye to A and wish him, her blessings on their way, right? Always do that, y'all. Do that for your own sake, not for the other person's. Wish them well. Wish them well on their way, and don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out when they treat you bad, right? Just saying. Just saying. So, that's what I have for you, Queen of Swords. I hope that helps. He reached out today. I'm totally confused now. Thank you. Well, okay, hang on. One second. Because I told you sometimes tarot tells me the backstory, and I also like to tell y'all every chance I get, tarot readers pick up on energy, like bands of energy, like potentials. Well, there could be 100 potentials, and that potential is right here, right now. And 10 minutes from now, because of that person's free will, it can change. That's why oftentimes readers pick up so many, you listen to 10 different readers, and you'll get 10 different scenarios. How about I ask what his intentions are? Let me ask that, Queen of Swords. What are his intentions now that he's reached out? Sometimes you have to be so literal with tarot. Now that he's reached out, what are his intentions towards you? Oh, well, okay. Maybe he's growing up or growing a pair, or however you want to say that. What's behind that cup of love? Oh, my God. Oh, he's been up in his head about it. Okay, he's going to, yes, this means, can't even mean an apology, but somebody coming in, you know, let's talk about love. I got a crush on you. You know, it's kind of a love offer. And I say that because Page of Pentacles right behind it is an offer also, something tangible. Now, I'm going to suggest that you really use your intuition with this person. Either you've lost passion for him, or he's going to come in and say, you were my missed opportunity. You were the one that got away, whatever. And I've been all up in my head about you. But, you know, we've got the Empress in reverse here now and the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is reckless behavior. This is reckless. However, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Another way to read this is, I know that, well, there's a couple of ways. The Empress in reverse means a lack of expansion, a lack of nurturing, all that kind of good stuff. Because of these player ways, and I know I was reckless, just be careful. Just be careful. I'm just saying, I just don't want you to get hurt, all right? So take that in consideration is all I'm saying. I mean, you did have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but I just don't like that it's next to that card. That tells me somebody's telling you what you want to hear to get what they want. So, that's what I have for you, Queen of Swords. I wish you luck. I do wish you luck. I really do. That's a tricky one. Just be sure you have your spidey senses up, and be sure, you know, his actions match his words. That's my advice for you. Okay. So I've done that one. And Suen, you are next. If you're here, please type your question. Hello from England. Gautam, welcome from England. Thank you so much. Thank you, 1964. I appreciate you for helping get those likes up. Daddy and a Caddy. I love that title. I got you down here. Let me put that down. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Daddy and a caddy. I love that. That's cool. And do you really? Do you have a caddy? Boy, I remember my daddy used to love Cadillacs growing up. Lincolns and Cadillacs. He liked those big boats. Okay, Sulana. Let's see. There you are. Okie doke. Thank you. Bangladesh. Welcome, Rakan. And Diane, welcome from England. Sulan wants to know, what are Renal Sharon's current feelings and intentions for me and his next actions? That's 3 different questions. You know that, right? I love it when people do that. If you ever read tarot, you would understand that's 3 different questions. But I'll get what I can for you. Y'all think because it's one run-on sentence, it's not 3. You're cramming all those questions in there. What deck, please, for Sulan? Thank you. White deck for Suen is the conventional Rider-Waite Tarot. We want to know Renal Sharon's feelings for Suen, please. I see your emoji, I know. Most people don't realize that. You're okay. They don't know. But it happens often, but oh my goodness. Whoa, what happened here? Okay. What is in my hand? A deck of cards? Deck of tarot cards? Well, thank you for whoever's sending those hearts. And you guys, please get get those likes up for me. That really makes me feel like you appreciate my time here, and also helps the algorithm. It helps me here on YouTube, helps my channel grow. Alrighty, let's see. And if you are, oh, thank you, Gad. Thank you so much. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, guys, and I have a pinned comment at the very top of the chat. If anybody wants a personal reading with me, please reach out. All that information is there. And I'm very grateful for those of you who do. Thank you. Suen, I feel that your person knows that they've done something here to owe you an apology, but it hasn't come in yet. Or somebody here. I'm asking about your person. I think your person has pulled back, holding back, maybe thinks they need to apologize, but they haven't yet. Or this can also be somebody who's overly emotional. It can go to either extreme when it's in the reverse. Now, this is saying Spirit is stepping in, whatever's going on here, Spirit is stepping in here to try to achieve balance for you in your, yes, Charlie, it is, in your, well, it's not just in your relationship. This is a major arcana. This is the big picture. Energy on the planet as a whole, if you want to put it that way. That this is, that Spirit's trying to balance. This is divine. This is angel pouring from one cup into the other to try to make things balance out on a bigger scale, but by way of through, in other words, your relationship. It is, however, saying somebody's realizing it's time to put in some work here. This is the apprentice card, perfecting their craft, investing in something, in this case, a relationship, because they feel that it's been a missed opportunity. Someone dropped the ball here, in this case, literally the pinnacle. This is a missed opportunity, and somebody feels left out in the cold or abandoned in some way. But in the reverse, it's saying, I want to come back in out of the cold. I want to come back in. I know I dropped the ball here. I want to come back in. Now, I don't know why. I don't really need those for this. I need it for reading the chat. Oh, Charlene, cool. Darlene and Charlene. I love that. That's a cool nickname. I couldn't figure out a way to shorten mine and make it a cool nickname. It just is what it is. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. And the way these cards are feeling, God, I hate this. I can't say that on YouTube. I can't say that on YouTube. I can't. I want to, but I can't. One of the ways, and you can verify this for me in the chat if you want, Will Sulan, that, I'm sorry, I didn't say Sulan, yes. Because the way these cards are, these three cards here, the Three of Cups. It can either mean celebration, coming together with friends, having a good time, or it can mean three people in the situation, three parties, three. The third party can be a job. I always talk about that, but something else. And the reason I say that is because this is the Nine of Pentacles. This is typically in the upright someone who's single. In the reverse, it can be saying, I'm not single, or I'm not liberated, or I'm tied to something else, and I'm dependent on something else, and that's the truth. So that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder, but I'll get a few more cards here. Tell me more about, excuse me, Suen's person. So, I can't get rid of this frog in my throat today. I do apologize. Either this person is not ready to grow spiritually and have an awakening, or this can also be saying there will not be a reconciliation, or they're not ready to reconcile right now. There's just too much conflict here. Or competition. And I'm confused, or, yeah. Confused, or, what is that? There's something else there. What does that mean? There's something else there. Yeah. What else? Yeah, there's some things that have been hidden from you, Suen. Some things that have been hidden that are now coming out, I think. It's causing you or your person to have a new perspective about an ending. And this ending is something somebody's having a hard time getting over, or doesn't want to be over. What else? Are there any... anything you can tell me about this person's intentions or future actions towards Suen, please? In the past, he's been unfaithful. Thank you. I was trying hard not to say that because it's so common. But that's what, yeah, that's what I typically, that's what I was feeling. Honestly, that's what I was feeling. Yeah. Last spoke Saturday, and I told him to leave. Well, there you go, sister. Out the door, and as I said earlier, don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out. There we go. All right. And yes, 1L, I'm hearing myself talk. And just so you know, it is done and dusted. Okay. What else? Because yeah. Do you know what I just heard, Suen? I don't get this that often. I have gotten it before in a reading. Your person, when I look at this card, the energy of this, yes, it is competition, it is fighting, it is conflict. I just heard, I don't want to work that hard. That's what I get, the energy I get from this person. I don't want to work that hard. Meaning to be in a relationship with you, or whatever that means. But hey, Detroits, welcome back. Thank you. He always comes back and manifests me again. Well, I can understand that, sweetheart. I have that t-shirt myself. I do. And y'all, you know what's coming. Everybody that's my regulars, you know what's coming is my speech on law of attraction. And that's about you being a different point of attraction. If you don't want to keep attracting somebody back that's not going to be faithful to you, then you've got to change that belief deep within you, somewhere in your subconscious. There was a belief that you're not worthy of somebody who will be faithful, that all men that I love are unfaithful to me, or something like that. And so educate yourself on the law of attraction and how to raise your vibration so that you can attract somebody who is faithful, who will be willing to give you and show you your worth, give to you equally, and have integrity. So that's my advice. Whenever I try to end it, he comes back. Well, that's a classic symptom, isn't it, of those kind of relationships. And I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm not judging you. Please, I am not judging you. Um, Oh my God, Moonlight, thank you. Yeah, I haven't, no, because it's so fine, the fine print over here on my phone is, I can't hardly see that, and when I take my glasses off, definitely not. Thank you, I appreciate that. I guess I'm doing one or two things right. I'm glad to know, Moonlight, thank you. Oh, Sam G, then why the hell are you here? You know, keep scrolling. Oh, Moonlight, that clench, that looks like I know this, what that is. Next to her name means she's the moderator. She's an official person here, my official moderator. That's what that means. Let's see. Let me ask. Oh, but what I was going to say, Suen, is if you have a psychic cord with somebody or a relationship, and specifically in a twin flame relationship, what most people are not in, by the way. You may think you are, but you're not. Ranch, that I couldn't come up with that word for my life, 1L, thank you, ranch. It is a dynamic that you have with someone, and it's like a magnet. When you pull away, they're attracted, and when you come back, they're repelled. And if you've ever seen two magnets like that, that's essentially the dynamic. The only way, and there's a frequency in that relationship that makes you keep doing that dance. The secret is you have to raise your vibration. You have to start claiming your own self-worth and filling your own personal cup of love, and that will put you on a different vibration where that won't happen to you again. So enough about that. Okay, enough about that. And let me see, I'll ask one because that's a lot of time there and I want to get on to other people. Can you show me what his intentions if he's coming back? I would say no, although he's feeling badly about it. He's in a place of remorse and regret right now, followed by the Death card. Now, you heard me say what Death card's about. Yeah, he's definitely been thinking about it. But the Queen of Cups here, no. And I just had this combination, somebody else's reading. You heard me talk, the Queen of Cups, followed by the Seven of Swords in the upright. That's somebody who's just going to deceive you again. I'm going to tell you I love you, but it's not true. I'm just telling you what you want to hear, sadly. So that's what I have for you, Suen. I hope you can, raise your vibration, honey, and get somebody who values you. There we go. More than this person did. And my heart goes out to you. Thank you so much for being here. I think, well, Suen, it's up to you. I'm going to answer that question. That's the third time. It's up to you. If you continue to just sit there and wonder, when is he coming back, you are living your life as a victim. You have a choice. If you keep choosing, if you don't change, you're choosing the same thing over and over again. It's your choice. It's up to you. You can either be a conscious creator or you can be a victim. So that's totally, the ball's in your court. It's not about that other person. It's never about that other person. It's about you and your point of attraction and therefore what you're bringing into your life. You're creating your own life. Okay, sip of water. You are very welcome. Yes, and I'm not saying I've always been able to live that myself. I'm not meaning to preach like I'm holier than thou. I'm not, but I know what works and what doesn't. And I've had my own heartbreak because of it, so I can talk about it. Okay. Super Chat Charlie, would you type your question in? Because I know you asked, it was about your relationship with somebody, but it's way gone in the chat. Would you please type your question for me again? I wish they would pin it somehow. I wish YouTube would figure out how to pin it. And then I go on to Daddy and a Caddy. Oh, wait, I found it. This requires glasses, though. You're asking about yours and Leo's future. Okay. Yours and Leo's future. Got it. Oh, thank you. And you typed it for me. Thank you so much. Yours and, okay, Charlie and Leo's future in love. What deck, please, for Charlie? Okay, we'll just put that one back. We'll do it again. Okay. Oh my gosh, Detroit, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for saying that. I try to be. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to be nice to people, and you know, that's how I kind of feel. All right, we're asking for Charlie, what is the future? Potential. Guys, I have to add that word, potential. I do not predict the future. I am pulling out of the quantum field your most likely potential at this one moment in time. That's what tarot readers do, whether they say that or not. What is the potential, please, for Charlie and Leo in the future of their loving relationship or love relationship? What is the potential, please, for Charlie and Leo? What is the potential for Charlie and her Leo? Whoops, that's a whole lot of cards. Let's see what that's about. Thank you, Detroits. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Hello, Sylvia from Poland. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Bless you too. God bless you, Detroits. Pardon me. Guys, thank you, and please and thank you for hitting that like button for me. I'd be so grateful. Wow. What? Now that's confusing. I got right into the end here, and that one. All right, let's go through it here. Charlie and Leo, let's go through it. Giorgio's, I'm squinting because I need to put my glasses on. Thank you. Oh, she's got you. Thank you. Oh my God, Joy in the Unknown 94. Thank you so much. Oh my God, that means so much to me. Serious. Oh, geez, thank you. That really is a from the heart comment, and you're going to choke me up now. Very appreciated. Thank you. Yes, I'm here for y'all. I really am. I wish you could hear my prayers when I pray about this. Okay, let's see what's here. Thank you. That's sweet. Charlie and her Leo, or her, I don't know, Charlie? Charlene, that's a female, right? Now, you've been here, you've been listening, so you know sometimes tarot gives me the backstory, but I feel like you're saying, I struggle to read my cards, I can't put them together. Charlie, it is the hardest thing in the world to read for yourself, so don't feel bad. You're in great company, and any tarot reader worth their salt will tell you that. I mean, I pull cards for me, and I only trusted about 50% because it's like confirmation bias. You know your story, and you know what you want the outcome to be, and there's so many different ways to read cards, it's hard to be neutral. So it's better for you to get a reading from somebody else. I mean, that's how I feel anyway. Oh, goodness. Hey, BL, welcome. Capricorn. You're a female. Yeah, I thought Charlene. Charlie's saying people just read them and I can't understand that I can only do the keywords for each one. Well, there's a couple of things until I get to your, when I get to your reading. You can buy a deck, like for example, this one, and I don't even know why I bought this one, but it's, I have a lot to say about that. This is called a beginner's deck, and it has the meanings of both the upright and the reverse printed on the deck. Now, I will tell you honestly, I don't agree with all of them. I'm just saying, I don't agree with all of them. The best way to read tarot is to develop your intuition first. Like y'all have heard me say, I was doing readings for 30 years before I ever picked up a tarot deck. They have archetypal meanings, but in addition, I'm just giving a little tarot lesson here for Charlie and for the rest of you that are listening. It's also important to listen to what you're feeling inside of you. So you kind of have to balance the external, I'm looking out at the card, and the internal, what I'm feeling. And it's like you kind of go back and forth and then put those together for a message. Also, Charlie, it's really important. There are archetypal meanings to the cards, yes. But, and I'm looking at your cards for an example. Here's one. I'll use this as an example. If I'm looking at the art, every deck has a specific artwork. Some of it is, a lot of the decks, in fact, are based on the basic Rider-Waite, which is what I'm using here for you today, tarot deck. And they have archetypal meanings and symbolic meanings. Everything in the tarot, everything, all these symbols in the back here have meanings, okay? And so sometimes if you pull a card, a reader will be drawn to just one element of the card. And like, for example, in this Page of Cups, there's a fish in this cup. I rarely am drawn to that, but if I am, that has a meaning for me as a reader. And so you can kind of just, not because somebody told me what it meant, and I'm going to talk about this in your reading, but if you turn a cup upside down, what happens? This is like, to me as a reader, for example, this is a case of if you put the frog in a pot of cold water and you turn the heat on, the frog doesn't know it, he won't jump out because he doesn't know the water's about to boil. If you turn, if you put the frog in a pot of boiling water, he jumps out. Same thing with a cup. If you turn that cup over, that's a weird message, but it's a fish. The fish could have jumped out of that cup. He's bigger than the cup. He could have, but no, he's going to wait. He's going to sit there and wait till this guy dumps it out of the cup. So that's a very strange thing, but different readers, based on your life and your experience, will just pick something like a little piece of artwork off the card and be drawn to it, and then you'll get an additional message. So that was a little tarot lesson there for everybody. Thank y'all for sticking with me through that. I hope other people gained something from that. But to get to your reading, Charlie, I always like to educate people when I can and share a little about my experience. Let me start over here, because go back to the beginning. This is somebody this is the apprentice card. It's somebody who's perfecting his craft, right? It means somebody who's willing to put in the work. I want to work on this. What do I want to work on? I want to work on getting a new perspective. We've been in this stuck position, but while I'm in this time out, taking a time out, so you could be not talking to your person, the divine is coming in. You see this kind of halo around his head. And I've been thinking about all this. And so Charlie says you should do a day of reading lessons. Oh my God, well, that's a great idea. I'm coming up with ideas, Charlie, for a membership, partly so I can have members and not have to deal with these spammers in the chat. I'm kind of over that, but that's okay. But that's a great idea. I could do that. Thank you. So this person is getting a new perspective. This is someone who's been put himself, this is a thief who's stolen something, got caught, And he hung himself on this tree to think about what he did, to get a new perspective, okay? About the fact that they didn't listen to their intuition. Now we're talking about you and your person. They didn't listen to their intuition. Thank you, 1L. There were things that were hidden. There were secrets here. Possibly someone really being afraid that their wishes were not going to come true. Afraid that maybe this can also be in the upright. It's about healing, and in the I can't talk now, reverse. It means maybe they're afraid I can't heal from this. But then there is forward movement and communication about, this is where it gets confusing for me down here in the end, and I may pull a couple of extra cards. Speaking of confusion, this is somebody being spoiled for choice, or a lot of people say, because I've got all these options, but in the reverse it's saying, I've made a choice. I don't want all these options anymore. I want to come and offer you my cup of love. Now this was in the reverse, if you recall. So this could be saying, I'm confused because either, I'm going to pull a card on this. There's a weird energy coming off of this. I've got to get deeper into this. Unless it's saying that maybe somebody was expecting an apology here and that didn't happen. And so that, because of that, there was a lack of a victory here that somebody was anticipating. That's one way to, hey Jamie, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate you. So I need to pull another card on that for you. King of Wands, making a choice. That's interesting how that happened. Did you see that, guys? I pull this King of Wands, making a choice. The Lover's cards comes out and flipped upside down, which to me is a breakup. So is any of this resonating with you, Charlie, about your situation? Oh, thank you. You'd love to see it? Okay, well, I literally will put that in my thinking cap on how to make all that happen. I'm just not convinced. Here, this deck to clarify, or this one. I want to get more on this. This Page of Cups in reverse is giving me weird energy. Yeah, and I picked the deck up, and at the bottom is conflict, competition. Really? Oh, good heavens, 1L. Oh my God. See, I can't see that. I can't see how many views from my situation over here. But I love that I've got that many people watching, and yet we got more likes on here than people watching. That's awesome, y'all. I appreciate that. Okay, so I want to know what this Page of Cups card in the reverse is about here, please, for Charlie. What is this about? There's weird energy coming off of that card, and I need to know more, please and thank you. Whoops, okay. Again, traditionally for me, this would mean simply somebody who needed to apologize and hasn't come forward, or is holding back their cup of love. Why? The King of Swords in the reverse, the King of Pentacles in the upright, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. There's two kings here, Charlie. Charlie, are you balancing two people? Or somebody else balancing two people? Somebody, there are two kings and queens in my readings are people. So there were two people here. And this can also be saying somebody, i.e. this King of Swords, either withheld or didn't tell the truth in some form or fashion. Could be saying, oh, my bad, take that all back. Can I erase that last comment? I'm so sorry. This is what happens when you look at cards all day. I get cross-eyed. That is not a king. That is a Page of Pentacles. My bad. That's a different meaning. Okay. Okay. What I do here, though, is, and it seems like the same message tonight for everybody, King of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who would not be truthful with you. About what? About an offer. About coming forward and bringing you a solid offer. Followed by the Knight of Wands in reverse. Says this is somebody who's in and out, reckless behavior. To me, this is somebody who promises you something and has no intention of delivering it. Or maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll say can't, for whatever reason, deliver it. So that is what we have clarifying the Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, you're saying he ghosted today? Okay. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, wow. Charlie's saying, yes, he's balancing two people. See, this is a great lesson for everybody that's watching. There are no accidents in tarot, I don't believe. So I would have sworn on my bank account that was the King of Pentacles that I saw there. So there's no accidents. Something in my intuition was following through about that message, even though I realized then it wasn't. So yeah, there's no accidents in tarot. I love that. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful medium. Such a beautiful tool. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, we have, guess what? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. That's another way of saying that there's been lies here. I hate to say it that way, but there are lies about what? About love, lovers, a choice. And somebody's got a lot of anxiety about it, sleepless nights, but oh well. And now the rest of the story's coming out, because it could have been, what am I anxious about? This home, family, happily ever after that is on the other side of that equation, I suspect. Grounded Fire, thank you for that super chat. I will add you. I've got one in front of you. And Caddy Daddy, I'm not forgetting you. Oh, Daddy Caddy, Daddy and a Caddy. Caddy Daddy, that's cool too though, right? All right. All right, let me put these back now. Charlie, hot mess. Well, I think it's safe to say he knows what he's done. That's why this card, so much to say. When I lay down cards, sometimes they kind of all have sort of the same weight, and sometimes one or two cards will just like beam like an electric charge at me, and this one was doing that, and I knew there was so much more to that story. So can't make it up. Tarot is a dream because it's toxic. You're dealing with a toxic situation. He put you in a toxic situation, apparently. Yeah. Yep. And that was disappointing news when you found out. And there's that Knight of Wands again still. Yeah, still. I can't make it up. Knight of Wands, which we call him the player card. Lack of collaboration, or in this case, Three of Pentacles in reverse can be a third party. Yep. Yep. And I do have a sense here, although I don't have all the cards to support it, that the juggling part might have had to do with money. In other words, and this is more common than I'd like to believe, that people stray in a relationship because they don't want to change their financial situation. They don't want to have to divorce and lose a lot of money or something. So I'm just going to go out here and have a dalliance, or maybe they just meet somebody and they're tempted and they don't have strong will or whatever. But either way, they don't want to do the honorable thing and they want to hold on to their money. And I could be wrong, but I feel like there's an element of that here with your person. And particularly because that's what this king might do. He's the more shallow of all the kings. He's all about immediate gratification. All right, well, Charlie, I think you've got a pretty clear picture here that he knows what he's done, right? And everybody here knows what he's done now. Yeah, he's not talking to you right now, and I think that's two messages here, but he knows who you are. He knows that you are this Queen of Pentacles. Now, she's one of my best queens. I love her because she has a good, strong foundation under her. She's dependable, right? She takes care of her family. She takes care of herself. She knows how to balance things in the 3D world and all of that. And he knows this is who he is, this King of Swords in reverse, right? We saw that already come out once, even after I shuffled all that. And who is this King of Swords in reverse? Somebody who's not truthful and somebody who doesn't mind juggling. Yep. And what does that cause? That causes this. Literally, look at the picture. It's an ending, even though he doesn't really want it. Oh, God. Wow. Can't make this up. An ending that he's having a hard time getting over or doesn't want to, but either way, causing sleepless nights, anxiety, and worry about what? We just talked about this. Same card came out about this home life situation. Wow. So, this is a message for both of you. Focus on healing. Charlie, this is mainly for you. Focus on healing yourself. And as I said earlier, because you were here, you heard me talk about filling your own cup. So get busy loving on yourself. Get busy loving on yourself and filling your cup of love. Yep. And then, you know what? You know what I'm going to say? Those of you who are here regularly, you fill your cup of love first, and then you will attract somebody who also has their cup of love filled, and not looking for you to do that, because nobody outside of you makes you happy. You make yourself happy. If you're constantly looking for things or people, other people, to make you happy, you'll never find it. You're the only one that can do that. So Charlie, I hope that helps, honey. all I can say is you focus on healing yourself and loving on yourself, and maybe I just heard do a cord cutting ritual or ceremony with this person. When you feel ready. I know that's kind of hard to do if it's fresh, but I feel like that's important for you, or this person will continue to drain your energy. And they don't know that, but I'm just saying that's the way energy works. So I hope that helps. Okay. Well, Charlie, that's a different question. That's two questions. Let me see. Quickly, I'll just cut the deck for you on that. Juanelle, thank you so much, honey. You don't know how much I appreciate you being here, or maybe you do, because you see what goes on here in this wild kingdom. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. Love you. If I have any energy left, I'll call you later when I get off the live if you're free. Love you, BFF. Kay is asking, well, oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was Charlie. Oh, wait, Charlie. Okay, Charlie says, she asked me to move in, and I said, no, I think that's what tempted her to leave. Well, that's right. You know what that said? You're saying you were standing up for your self-worth, Charlie, and I admire that. Okay, great, Monel. I'll talk to you later then. Charlie's saying, I think it's all because I had to say no, yeah, and you have no money. Well, honey, if somebody can't love you regardless of money, then they don't really love you. They'll never really love you. So, yep. Yep, it's not going to happen. The man I loved the most in my world had no money and didn't matter to me. I didn't care. So it's not about that. Dragula. My name is Darlene Dragula. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Well, it's natural. It's all mine. Charlie, I'm going to have to say no. I cut the deck and there's the death card at the bottom of the deck. But you know what? But tarot doesn't play. What's behind the death card? The devil. It was going to be toxic. It was toxic. It was going to be toxic anyway. Yep, it was going to be a toxic situation for you. This is a classic. Rejection is for your protection, Charlie. And I'm sorry, I know it hurts. I'm not making light of that. It really does hurt. Believe me. Believe me. All too much do I know that. Yeah. I love that tarot. Fill your own cup. That's what this queen means to me. Fill your own cup. And this also, we talk about the meanings of cards earlier, just a minute ago for you. This is the classic one that I talk about with that. And I know it's the small version. See this little pig here with wings on it? This person is saying, when pigs fly, will I bring my cup in? Or it could be read, when pigs fly, will I let that person bring in an apology for me? It could say that too, Charlie. Someone told you not well, and that could happen. Like I've said already 2 or 3 times here tonight, tarot readers pick out potentials. And that potential is relevant right here, right now when I'm asking this question. That potential can change tomorrow. It can change 5 minutes from now because people have free will. Energy is constantly changing. So that's right. It could happen. It could happen. Absolutely. But that's not what tarot is saying is happening right now. Casey, he's super rich, famous here and in the USA, but you're right, I don't care about money or what he's got. That's the material thing. Love conquers all. Amen, Kay. That's exactly right, and that's how I felt. Yeah, loved. I mean, if you've got 2 people who truly love each other, it's like you're going through the world where your backs, you know, like if you back against each other, like we got it together. Taylor. Taylor, I'll tell you what, I've got a super chat here ahead of that question, and if you're still here when I'm done with this reading, I'll pull the card for you. I'll pull that card for you. You're very welcome, Charlie. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Well, I know, but again, no, this is not only for Scorpions. Charlie, go back and rewind if you need to, but my message is always the same here, is you have to be a match for what you're asking for. And right now, you're a match for the lack of that person, for the fact that that person's not in your life. You're focused on what you don't have. So you cannot get what you're wanting, which is that person. So educate yourself about the law of attraction and how to change your point of attraction. Oh, gosh, you're so funny. Oh, Scotty the Hottie, thank you so much. That's very kind. Thank you. I had a 35-year-old Hispanic man wanting to suck my toes tell me that last night. Oh, I just said that out loud, didn't I? My bad. Yeah, and I kicked him to the curb, so whatever. All right, let me go back up here. Daddy and a Caddy, where is your question? Let me go find your question. You are next. And then, Grounded Fire. I didn't write your, I'm sorry if I didn't acknowledge you. Please forgive me. Grounded Fire. So, Taylor, your question has to wait until after I do Grounded Fire's reading. I apologize. I didn't mean to overlook you, Grounded Fire. All right. Daddy and a Caddy. Let me go back and find your question up here. Still makes me smile when I say that. I'm just now reading your comment, Daddy and a Caddy. Well, thank you. You're gonna make me blush here. And I wasn't kidding about what I just said. I did have a 35-year-old coming on to me last night, and yes, it's flattering, but you know, for about a minute. The reality of that is not gonna work for me for very long. If you can't have a conversation about anything but where you want your hands to be, then you know you're not gonna last long with me. I am. That seems like a statement, Taylor, not a question. I don't think so. And she's not here tonight. I don't know where she is. Maybe she's working or whatever. So, Daddy and a Caddy, do you have a question? Was that a super chat donation, or was that a super chat you want a question you have to ask? So, if you're still here, please type that in for me. Oh, are you, Taylor? Oh, that's awesome. Pretty much. But you know, Tyler, what I like your sense of humor. I like that a lot about you. You're a combination, or maybe it's a combination of what I've seen you post, but also I can kind of feel your energy. You're real playful, but you're also very grounded, and you know, I like that combination. Okay, so I'm asking, so Daddy and a Caddy, if you're still here, if you have a question, type it in the comment. If not, I'm going to move on to Grounded Fire and say thank you again. That was fun. Mo Sabaz, all of the free readings have been spoken for. Those slots are gone. Thank you for being here, though. I appreciate you. 30 days English speaking. Well, congrats. That's a big accomplishment from India. Welcome. And Luke, welcome to you as well. Grounded Fire. I'm not seeing anything here from Caddy and Taylor. You did not. You sweetheart. Thank you. That's, oh God, he's officially getting, well, I have to do it now, right? Oh, Lord. K.A., I don't have any more free readings tonight, honey. Charlie, a hot bath or a cold shower, and you know, whatever you need there, Charlie. That's right. Oh, God. All right, Taylor, let me get on here. The Grounded Fire had a question, so let me get back up here. Grounded Fire, let me find your question. Just a general reading about 2025. Okay. General reading about 2025. Gotcha. If you guys have not hit that like button, please and thank you for doing so. That's just the way you say thank you to me and spending my Sunday with you. What deck, please, for Grounded Fire? General reading 2025. What deck? Alrighty. And thank you for being a little bit more talkative lately. I'm talking to my deck. Charlie's saying, you had a bath last week and the hot water oh no, hot water stopped and I was in it, but filling with cold water. I didn't realize that till my arse got cold. I love it. Oh God, I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry, it's so unusual to say me arse, and I had a very good friend who, give me a second. Who died 2 months ago, who used to say that. He got me out of a dark night of the soul. Oh, Taylor, you're so funny. I know you, I'm sure you do. Oh, guys, wait a minute. I got my friend Bubba. I used to say that, me arse. I'm going to take me arse home, he'd say. Okay, all right, I'm going to get me focus on what I'm doing here. I'm sorry, grounded fire. Whew. I am very human. Did you not know that? Can y'all not see? Y'all make me cry. All right. Getting my zen back here. Well, KA, I know it. It can be a party up in here. I'm just saying. It's a fun group when Taylor and Mickey get here. Thank you, Mickey. It was tragic. He was actually working on with a crew on a job. It was an old bridge that they were trying to take down because it was dangerous. Anyway. And the bridge collapsed and killed 3 people, and he was one of them. And it was very tragic, and I'm still not over it. Anyway, okay. Grounded fire. I'm going to get to your reading, I swear. Thank you, Theory 100. That's so sweet. Thank you. Hey, Taylor, is that a misspelling also? Yeah, it was a tragedy. It was kind of a, and the tragic thing was they reported that there was an accident where the bridge collapsed and 3 people were killed, but they weren't, because there was an investigation. They weren't even they couldn't tell people who. It was just a very tragic, and it was 2 weeks later before they announced the names of the people that were actually killed in the public. And so I couldn't, and it's like I couldn't go to the funeral because I didn't have enough time. It was just the whole thing was messed up. It was very sad, but anyway. I know, Chill, ain't that the truth? I finished the free readings. Yes, KA, I did. Those spots are done, and I'm going to get back to... Grounded Fire has been very patient for me. Now, let me focus. I got to stop looking at it because I want to get over there in the chat and play with y'all, but let me focus my energy here. There's something about this deck. I can't figure out why it's not... What is it? Are you talking or not tonight? Are you gonna? All right, let's see what it says, Grounded Fire. General reading for Grounded Fire 2025. All right, here we go. You know what? I better put that down. I might forget, Taylor, that you're in the queue here. There we go. Show me, please, what is coming in 2025 for Grounded Fire. Whoops, alrighty, I'll take those. Ooh, you got a new beginning on something that you either... Now, because you didn't specify, I don't know if this is work, love, family, I have no clue. So if it seems a little vague, it's because I don't know that, and you'll have to fit these interpretations where they may go. Okay. You want to start something new. This is a couple of ways. You want to start something new, a new beginning, jumping off a cliff, taking a risk on something that you might not have wanted to invest in the past, or something you gave up on in the past. This could be something that is traditional. This could even mean, there's a couple of different, the Hierophant card used to be called the Pope. So this could even be, for all I know, you could have said, I want to be a priest, and then you said, no, I don't. Now you're thinking about going back and doing something that's in the religious field. Or this can also mean something traditional, like a relationship, or a committed relationship, a family, a marriage. And you will have victory in this new adventure here. You will have victory. This is victory after a long battle. But this Page of Swords here, that can sometimes mean either a lack of communication or a disappointing kind of communication. Yep, because at the bottom of the deck, conflict. You're wanting to put this behind you. I don't want this conflict. I don't want this competition anymore. I want the scales to be balanced, and right now they're not. So I did ask future, so you'll have to be the judge of this. This is something that you know has already happened. If not, it is predictive. If it's predictive for you, then it's saying you will encounter some conflict that you will get past it. This is on the reverse side of, I'm done, I'm putting that mess down. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm tired of living in this situation that's not fair, where the scales are not balanced. Could have to do with a person or a boss. This is often a boss for me. Whoa, Mickey, hold up. All right, y'all clean it up now. You know, put you in time out. So this could be a boss or an authority figure. In the reverse, this is somebody who's forcing their will on other people. He's stubborn. He's, you know, just domineering, dominating, all those things. Somebody who's not willing to get any new perspective or think outside the box with something. And this could be a parting of the ways. And this is the Lover's card now, so if this is a relationship, it could be. But the Lover's card is about a choice. And if that's the case, you're going to move on. You're going to move on to, this is the merchant standing at the harbor watching his ships come in. You got to know the backstory here. He was a merchant, and he said, I want to go out and I want to send my ships to all corners of the world and collect valuables and things that I can trade and bring back to me. Well, that took a minute, right, for those ships to come back. And now he's sitting there on the shore watching the ships in the harbor that have come back from that. So it's also about timing. So things come to you in perfect timing. Grounded fire. Things come to you in perfect timing. But there could be some mind games involved with whatever this is. There could be some mind games involved that somebody might be trying to, you know, like ego and pride and winning at all cost, which may cause you to have some anxiety. And this can be sleepless nights and overthinking a situation. This is the self-imposed mental prison. And Spirit is saying, though, take a time out. That's all right. You got this. You got this. You need to just be the hermit here. Pull yourself back, retreat, go into your proverbial cave. Ask for divine inspiration. That's basically what this light in the lantern represents. So call on whatever you believe in that's greater than you are. Focus on things that you love. Now, this can also mean an apology coming your way about something or someone that left you out in the cold. Now, let me go back to here. So, I don't know what that scenario is. Any last couple of cards here? Oh, Juanelle, I appreciate that, but you haven't been here, so you know, Taylor and Mickey are regulars, and they have a banter about them that's most of the time clean, and they know I'll put them in timeout if it's not. So, and Mickey is waiting for, Taylor, excuse me, is waiting for a super chat here. So, just an FYI for you since you had to scoot. Well, there's a lot of cards there, Spirit, really? All right. Grounded fire, are you here in the chat at all, or have you left and I'm just talking to thin air? Because I don't read for people that are not here in the chat, but since you did a super chat, I'm making that as the exception. Yeah, this could be saying a love relationship because I've got the lovers in reverse. So, or it could be something that you loved that now there's a breakup. Yeah, there's clearly an ending here. So you've got some kind of it looks like a breakup coming. You ask about 2025, so I'm sorry to bring that to you, but Now, you know, it could be friendship. I won't lie about that. Love can look all different ways, but for me, this is literally lovers here, an ending to that. But behind that, I'm just reading the cards as they're laid out. But that opens the room, opens space for you to have a new beginning, something else to come in, right? Or for you to, no, that's what that feels like to me. For you to go, I started to say, you or someone else to bring an offer that leads to this. This 10 of Pentacles is the happy home, the picket fence, the dog, all the good stuff, right? No more lies or no more, you know, the Queen of Swords in reverse she's cold, she cuts, she doesn't care who she hurts with her words. Yes, this is something new and passionate that's coming. That's what this Fool card now. So it's just telling the story of 2025. You got this thing that's going to happen. There's going to be an ending. And then after that, you've got a very passionate, I mean, there is no stronger phallic symbol in the tarot than this card. A very passionate new beginning. Let me see here 1 second. Because this is interesting, this is in reverse, because it feels like, tell me that story here, Spirit. Tell me, 1 second, get a sip. That's right, Chill. So very true. Oh, thank you so much for chiming in here, Grounded Fire. I appreciate that. You think of a lot of it's in the past. And oftentimes I say that most of the time Tarot will give me the backstory before it gives me the answer to my question. So I kind of feel I felt that rather, and thank you for confirming that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I was trying to discern what the meaning of the Chariot card in reverse was. It can mean no movement, but I don't feel that's totally what this is saying. This is saying after this comes in, you're going to question which way to go, because this person has two, what are these called? Not sphinxes. What are those things? Those of you who know about Egyptian stuff, what are those guys called? They have a name, these characters here, I can't think. Mickey, you ought to know this. What are these things called? A lot of reverse cards. Yes, but reverse cards aren't always bad. Sometimes it's better to have one in reverse. It depends on the card. Thank you, Ella, for your subscription. I appreciate that very much. But to me, the energy coming off of this card, Grounded Fire, feels more like you feel like this comes in so fast and so quick, and you feel so passionate about it, you feel like you need to put the brakes on. It's like you're saying, whoa, 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 I'm holding these horses back. I'm not sure about this. I know. One of y'all come out and tell me what that is. I know you know. Taylor or Mickey, I know you know the answer to that. That's what it feels like. You're saying, whoa, I don't know if I can handle this. I'm overwhelmed. I'm not sure. I just want to sit over here and count my coins. I want to hold on. This is a case of if you held sand. Okay, I'll show you again, Mickey, just a second. If you wanted to hold on to a palm full of sand, so you closed your hand real tight, and every grain of that sand was gold, and you were trying to hold on to it so it didn't get away, well, that's one way to approach it, right? But guess what else? It also means nothing else new can get in your hand. This is the Miser card. I'm holding my coins. I am saving, and that is a message. So you save your money this year. Be prudent. But it almost feels like, but being prudent is different than being a tightwad. So don't hold And I don't think this is just about money, but it could be part of the message. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid. You're going to be so overwhelmed by this that you can't let anything else in, like this Queen of Cups. She's beautiful. This is all about love, and I was looking, I don't have another king, yeah, I have two queens. The Queen of Swords in reverse, and then this queen. She's all about giving her cup of love. She gives unconditionally, freely, the whole cup. She's, unconditional love. So what I'm hearing here for you, Grounded Fire, is after this hot mess here, you're going to move forward, and you could very well have something new coming in that's going to lead to a lot of wonderful harmony in the home. A passionate new beginning that you're going to say, holy cow. Mickey, wait a minute. Mickey, I was asking, I figured you or Taylor would know, on this tarot card, what are these characters here? They have a name that sit at the foot. I mean, I'm not saying you know tarot, but they're an Egyptian symbol. Not sphinxes, not something. What are those? They're like, kind of like a half horse, half something else dog. I don't know what that is. I don't want to don't make me get my tarot book out. But anyway, I thought you might know. So this feels to me like at the end of this journey, because you could be telling me, I'm balancing passion with my practical everyday life and holding on to my money and creating my savings. And this is the bottom line, filling my own cup. How better to end, what a better year. I just feel this whole lot of getting this yucky stuff out of the way early for you, so that all this good, it's like you're making room, like he said, making room for good stuff to come in. And I feel like there's a couple of messages. You are going to love 2025 for yourself. You're also going to end up in a place of feeling love and also loving yourself. I mean, literally filling your own cup here, like I always talk about. But this is the last card, and this is wonderful. This couldn't end on a better note to me. I think you've got a great year coming. You just got to get past this ending, whatever this is for you. The rest of this is really very positive. Yep. Okay. Grounded Fire, I hope that helps. Looks like a good year. All in all, looks like a very positive year. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your super chat and for being here. I appreciate you. I do. You're saying, could it be getting out of my head and following my intuition with the Queen of Swords reversed to the Queen of Cups? Let me think about your question. To me, following your intuition, that's going to be the High Priestess card. Yeah, no, not for me. I'm not saying it's about the reader and how you read the cards. It's the reader's interpretation of the card. So I'm not saying I'm right. What I'm saying to you is, excuse me, if that's how you would read that card, then that could well be the meaning for you. It could have a dual meaning for all practical, intense purposes. But Charlie's saying, please keep explaining the cards as you go. Oh, awesome, Charlie. Thank you I love that you want me to do that, because so many people are kind of bored by it and don't really want me to do that. They just give me the message, give me the bottom line, whatever. So I'm not saying that. If you look at those cards and that meaning comes to you, then you should absolutely take that and own that. Absolutely. I don't think there's ever any one meaning to, well, seldom, I shouldn't say ever, seldom to cards like that. But the Queen of Swords to me, for example, in the upright is because and it depends on the deck again. Let me see if I can. It'll take me too long to find it probably, because I think y'all like a visual most of the time here. Well, I just had her. Where'd she go? Did I already put her back? Was she here? Yeah, sorry. This is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, and it's based on the original Rider-Waite Tarot, so the imagery is very similar. But this is not the case in all decks. She has her hand up. See, her sword is up, meaning I'm open for communication, and her hand is out, meaning, you know, it's kind of like, come to me, talk, sit, state your case. So for me as a reader, in the reverse, the sword goes down. I'm not open for communication. I don't have anything to say to you but cold bitchiness, basically. It's the energy I get off of her when she's in the reverse. So to me, intuition is more associated with either cups or, again, specifically for me, the, what did I say, High Priestess card. But back to your point, if you get that interpretation, then, and if you're familiar with tarot, then you should go with that. Taylor, it's your time, Bubba. It's your time. It's your time, Taylor. You got to post your question for me, because I know it was about soccer, right? But I don't remember what it was. Taylor, post your question for me, please, darling. Thank you. Please and thank you. Mickey says, love with a third party is a tricky one to navigate unless it's welcomed by all. Yes, I mean, polyamorous, isn't that the term, is a thing. If all parties know and everything is above board, that to me is a very different situation. Are you and Mickey gonna, Taylor, you and Mickey gonna be in a polyamorous relationship now? Peter Andre is who you asked about. Mickey, is that what he asked about? I thought it's something about, oh, there it is. Taylor, I see it now. Will Liverpool win in the league? Oh, boy. Y'all not be putting any money on this. Tarot's just a suggestion. It's for entertainment purposes only. You know, I got to put that disclaimer in here. All right, let me see. I'll ask, though, Taylor. But on the condition that you come back and report, because I don't keep up with that. You have to report back to me if it ends up being right. Okay, what deck for Taylor's question? He wants to know about, will Liverpool win the league? What deck? What deck? Really? That's interesting. All right. My new deck wants to talk to Taylor. All right. Please and thank you. I'm going to shuffle 3 times, and then I'll pull a, no, it's saying, okay. 3 times, cut the deck, and then, okay, got it. Shuffle 3 times. Really? No, I only see 67 likes. Is my thing delayed, though? It could be. Oh, I see what you're saying. Took me a minute. 80, if you get to 80 likes, can you see the swords again? I might show you my other ones. How about that? You haven't seen the other ones. Let's see, do you want to see the Knights Templar sword or the Japanese officer's sword that supposedly actually drew blood, and sadly? You tell me. You want me to go to 80 likes, you better start hitting. I mean, that's a ways away. I don't know. Taylor, it's a ways away. Whoa, okay. Oh. I'm sorry, wait a minute. All right, so I shuffled 3 times. I cut the deck. Now you wanted me to cut again. Okay, I'll tell you in a minute what I saw there. Up to 70 already. Is it really? Oh my gosh, well I got 69, but yeah, I think yours is faster when you're watching it live on your side of the camera. Okay, here we go. I'm asking a serious question now. Wait a minute, I have to stop talking to y'all. Tarot, please show me, what is the outcome of, is Liverpool going to win the, what is it called? The what is it called again? The championship. What? I have to get the words right. You know, tarot's so literal sometimes. I want to get it right. New deck. I know. New deck, baby. It's a little shy, though. It is a little shy. It's hard to get it to come out and talk and show its ankles. Officer sword. That's what you want? Okay. Senior Sony, I have completed the slots for the free readings are gone, so I cannot do a free reading for you. Those are all spoken for. Thank you for being here, though. I'm sorry. Thank you for being here. I was distracted. 1 second. Premier League. Is Liverpool going to win the Premier League? Love that, Mickey. Thank you. Appreciate that answer for her. I want to see what pops out. That I didn't. How can I? Let me see. Hang on. I've got to tell the tarot what I set parameters. All right. Because I want to make it interesting. I might even try to get a score. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know. The cards may like soccer. I don't know. At the bottom, I laugh because at the bottom of the deck is the Judgment card in reverse. Now that would be a no. I'm just saying, Taylor. That would be a no for me as a reader. But I wanted to give it one more chance. So I'm going to say if I cut the deck and I get a major arcana in the upright, it will be yes. Ready? Drum roll. Sorry, Mickey. I hope you don't have, Mickey, I keep calling you Mickey Taylor. I hope you don't have any money on the game. It is a major arcana, and it's in reverse. And of all cards, it's the Magician. The Magician in reverse means I don't have the resources. Because in the upright, he's got the swords, he's got the cups, he's got all that he needs to do what he wants to manifest. And then reverse, it's the opposite of that. I don't got it, is what it means. Oh, Lord. Well, there you have it, Taylor. I hope you feel like that was money well spent. But for fun, let's do this. Let's see if we can get a top score. Like, what's the top of the winning team? How many? Now, I don't even know how to score soccer. Does it usually, is it single digits? Can y'all answer that for me? Excuse me. Hey, Taylor, I can be wrong. You've been here enough. You heard me talk about potentials and how it could change tomorrow, right? Says we are 9 points clear of the lead, but halfway through the league. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Can't. Still half the season to play. Well, I wouldn't put a heavy bet on it. That's all I can tell you, Taylor. I wouldn't put a heavy bet on it. Pro games are usually single digits. Okay, so you're not even sure. I'm trying to understand soccer because I have a question I was going to ask you. Are you even sure if they'll make it to the finals? Or is that an appropriate question? Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate you so much. Because I was going to try to pull a score, like a score. But I have to know what game. You got to point me in a direction like, do you want me to ask the score of the next game or the final game, regardless who's playing? I don't know. It would just be fun to play, to do that, just for grins. It is good, lighthearted. There's no final, really? Okay, well, I don't know how soccer works. You know, I'm an American. It's accumulated, points over the season. Oh, okay, I see. Yes, Isaiah, I can. We don't need to score. Okay, you need to know that if we finish on the top of the league, still another 19 games. Oh, Lord, there's a lot that could happen between here and there, huh? So, Taylor, maybe you could ask that question later. So, I think I saw a question about tarot. Let me go back up here to Charlie. Sorry, y'all. You know what happens when I start talking all this time? I start coughing. Charlie says, how do you read for yes or no questions? Well, basically, you have to communicate to your deck. Okay, tarot, for example, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask you a question that I want a yes or no answer for. Now, you can say, if it's a yes, give me a card in the upright. If it's a no, you'll show me a card in the reversal. And then either you're shuffling and the card pops out, depending on how you do it, or you can just cut the deck and it will give you yet another card in the reverse, meaning a major arcana in the reverse. Sorry, Taylor. And so for me, that would be a no, because that's what I told the tarot. In other words, you kind of have to program it. You know, there's different ways depending on if you want to tell it. You heard me say, I'm going to shuffle 3 times. It wanted me to cut and put the cards back and then cut the deck. So that was a dialogue I was having. This is what I'm going to do, tarot. I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to pull the card for the answer. So it knows that. And I said, if I want a major arcana in the upright if it's a yes, and the reverse if it's a no. So you're telling it the parameters before you pull the card. What you expect is to be the indicator of a yes or no question. I hope that helps. 71. We got 9 more to go, guys, for the... You asked me in a couple months. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Brian. Thank you for the compliment. Single sword, Taylor. We agreed. 1 sword tonight. I don't show all my swords on the second date. I can't say first date. Oh, thank you, Plato. I know. I do forget. I forget. I get busy and I get having fun here with you guys. Brian, that's sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, is Brian and Mickey got a bromance going on? That's interesting. Okay, you're hanging in. 8 likes, 7, 9 likes on my screen. You guys get, like I said, you can see it quicker than I can. Charlie says, I always say no reverse cards. I only read upright and I get no reverse cards. Well, Charlie, that's right. You're just telling that's fine. I started out that way too until I learned all the cards. And I reached a point, just an FYI, I reached a point where it didn't feel right. What the card I would be feeling, in other words, if a card that was, I'm trying to think of an example here. Let me see if I can pick a card to show you that would be easy to explain. I'm not sure this is the best example, but for example, a justice card. In the upright, justice card means things are balanced. It means justice. It can mean legal system dealings, all those kinds of things. So if I'm reading upright and I get the justice card, that's a very positive card. But it has a very different meaning in the reverse. So if you're only reading, two things here. If you're only reading cards in the upright, then you as a reader have to be sensitive to what you're feeling when that card comes out. In other words, if this comes out and I'm only doing uprights, I would have a feeling that that card is different than in an upright meaning. For me as a reader, that feels funny. You've heard me say that tonight. That feels funny. There's something else that I need to hear about that card, or I need to clarify, or there's something different about that card. It's a feeling inside of me. So what I'm telling you, Charlie, is the key to being a good reader is listening to your intuition, not just the meaning of the cards, not just the cards. So, and I always talk about this, meditation is an excellent way to cultivate your intuition. A lot of people don't know that. So, because in the reverse, this card has a very different meaning. It can mean, obviously, the obvious is things are not balanced, things are not just. It can mean things going bad in a legal situation. Very different meaning, for example. And then I had something else. Okay, the other part of that, Charlie, is some people who read, besides what I told you, you can, again, go back to exactly what I was telling you before. You can kind of program your cards. It's not unlike programming a pendulum. When you get a pendulum, you have to clear it and you have to program it. And I know y'all probably don't know that, but what is a pendulum? Well, it's a divining tool. You know, I have several that I use, but in other words, it's telling it, hey, this is how I know. Taylor, oh, you are hysterical. You are hysterical. Thank you, Taylor. You're a sweetheart. Thank you for that super chat. God, you're so funny. All right. So it can be also a function of you saying, okay, Tarot, for example, for me, a lot of people read the death card as an ending and a beginning, and it is. But for me, I've told Tarot, but really for me, Tarot, that card talks about change. If you want to show me an ending, show me the Ten of Swords. For me as a tarot reader, that's going to be, I'm making a deal with you, tarot card. I'm making a deal with you. If you want to communicate an ending for me, show me the Ten of Swords. So it's building a relationship with your deck, really, Charlie, and talking to them like it's a living thing, because essentially it is. You got to have a relationship just like you would, like you see me, I'm crazy lady talking to my deck of cards, right? It's crazy lady. Oh God, Mickey, you're, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to cough more. You guys are just so hysterical. I can't even believe you. Well, we're pretty close, right? Here, I'll help out. I've got my screen. I'm going to give myself a like here. Maybe that'll show up. And then we'll only be 4 away, right? Well, I love that. Absolutely, Charlie. I actually say that too. Please make it clear for me, Tarot, because, you know, you have better days than others, and sometimes it's not, and sometimes you need to. And also, Charlie, talk to your spirit team, because they are here working with me as I'm doing these tarot readings. And everybody's got a spirit team, not just tarot readers. Oh, seriously, I'm seeing 77. Now, come on, guys. We're close, I know. Swords or not. Oh, Mickey, you're priceless, too. Thank you. You guys are hysterical. 2 more. All right, yeah. 2 more to go. Drum roll. I wish I had, who's this reader I love? She's hysterical. Her name is Karen, but Enchanted Tarot, I think. Enchanted Cottage, that's it. Enchanted Cottage. And she has this, when she's doing a reading and like things are in a timeout or a breakup or something, she has a little button she pushes and the sound effect goes off for crickets. And I wish I had one of that for drum roll for you guys tonight, but I don't. I know, Charlie, I deal with it a lot. That's why I said I'd really want to start a membership channel if for no other reason to not have to deal with that. You know, I respect everybody's beliefs. I truly do. Everybody's entitled to their beliefs. And I always say what works for you is what you should practice, right? But I don't go around cramming tarot down everybody's throats. I don't go on YouTube telling them what I feel tarot is about either. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, I've been talking too long. No, I haven't. I'm trying to. Danny, the Magic Junk Draw. That's quite a handle. No, I have not seen that. Hi, Leo 20 Toes. Welcome. Welcome to the party. You came just in time to see the swords. You got to hit that like button. We got 2 more to go, and I bring the swords out. Mickey can't go to bed. Mickey needs to go to bed. It's late over there. Oh, Lord, y'all are funny. Get the popcorn out. Get the popcorn out. What is KA037? I'm not sure what that means. 30. What happens at 37? I only have one Japanese sword. I have 2 swords you haven't seen, Taylor. You've seen 2 of my katanas. And then I asked which one y'all wanted to see tonight, so I'm bringing the Japanese sword out tonight if you want to see that one. 81. Oh, 80 on my screen. All right, guys. All right. Now I have to take my mic off to go get it, so hang on. You might not can hear me in a minute. Wait a minute. Whoops. I see you. Hang on. I had put a cordless mic on my Christmas wish list and I didn't get it. So I'll pull up. Hang on a second. If I can do this. Sorry if I'm making noise on the mic bumping around. Okay. There we go. Now y'all can hear me. Okay, drum roll. This is the real deal, y'all, but I got to make some room for it. 1 second. Put some of these cards away. Lest I spill them everywhere. Okay. First of all, it's kept in, yes, a purple cover. And yes, it is a katana, but this one is, like I said, the real deal. Hold on a minute. I'm dropping everything. I don't know if you can see. Let me see. inside here. And I'm trying to remember what I learned about sword and swordsmithing. I think, is this the mark of the sword, the person who made the sword? You guys who know about katanas? I want to say that might be the case. But you can kind of tell that it's had some wear on it. Now, this is not the same one I showed y'all the other night. And I just know I'm going to cut my sheetrock in my ceiling when I do this. All right, for you. You ready? There it is. For you. And I don't remember the full story, but truly, this apparently, according to my brother, it belonged to a Japanese officer who apparently, supposedly had used it in war, blah, 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 to whatever. And I don't know if you can see this. I know I'm going to nuts on the hilt here. Well, I'm not going to be able to get it where you can see it, I don't think. Kind of some detail there. And I'm not watching y'all's comments because I'm trying not to cut my hand off here. This thing is uber sharp. I thought it had another mark on it, and you can see it's kind of worn on the base down there. It's worn. And some of the threading is bare. Again, I can't. Some of the threads are kind of, you can see, worn. Or the wrapping, I've forgotten what it's called. There it is. Ta-da! I don't... how much was it? Yes, I know I am trying to be careful because really, this would cut the hairs off a gnat. It's very sharp. I didn't buy it. This came to my brother somehow, came into my family through someone that he knew. I mean, it was not something that was traded, and there, I can't remember. He's gone now. I can't ask him. Well, Bubba, are you up there? Your box of ashes? Could you help me out here? It was, I don't know the backstory other than that's all I can remember about it, was that I want to say, if my memory's serving me right, that there was a battle, I don't know where, and this was captured. They captured the Japanese officers, and this was on one of the officers, and he defended himself before they captured him, is all that I can remember about the story. That's all that I can remember, but it's part of my collection here. Anyway, I hope y'all found that interesting. I know, and it makes me very sad to think, and you can actually feel it. You know, I'm sensitive to energy, and I can feel that about the sword, so I don't really bring it out very often for that reason. It makes me icky. It's icky energy. Although it is interesting, because this wasn't a big person. You know, swords are made, well, not training swords, but swords, if you have a sword made for you, it is based on the length of your arm. And this one is almost perfect for me. So I know this was a smaller person. That's just one little piece of tidbit for you. Because if you go to put it, I don't know if I can do this in this room. It's not big enough. It's just not big enough. I'm going to cut something here, and then you put it in. I can't do it. A table's in the way. Because it's just really kind of perfect for the length of my arm. Anyway, that's enough about that. I will leave that there and put it down so I don't cut myself. So did y'all find that fun? I've got to catch up on the chat here. I know you guys are going nuts over here. Well, it is, isn't it? I mean, who would have thought some gray-haired old lady would be sitting here talking about swords, right? You never know. Don't judge a book by its cover, right? You just never really know about people. We've talked about that before, haven't we? Oh, Charlie, my goodness. I do. I have sold most of my gun collection to my son, but I was actually an NRA instructor, and so I had quite the collection. I have everything from sniper rifles, you know, AKs. I had, oh God, I can't remember what all I had. I had a beautiful 1911. I had it was just a whole list of them. A few Smith & Wesson, mostly automatics, but I kept a couple. I've got a couple of Glocks, and I've got because when you're an instructor, you kind of have to have something for everybody, because people have different size of hands, they have different, I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I could go down that rabbit hole, but it's, what? My kids' phone numbers. Well, they know. Anyway, I have a few left. I'll say that. But the biggest part of my collection, I did relinquish. You know, I was downsized. I just don't have the room for it all anymore, frankly. You're welcome, Mickey. Thank y'all for being such a treat here, really. Thank you for the super chats. Y'all make it fun. I know I've said that to before, but, you know, I'll say it 100 more times, right? My brother did not, well, wait. He was in Asia of sorts. He was in Vietnam, but that's not where this sword came from. I was told very specifically this was, no, didn't come from Vietnam, obviously. And my brother was a soldier, so I was going to say the other thing energetically that I feel off this, besides that I do know and can confirm it drew blood, there's a great, I don't know how to put this into words, there's a deep sense of honor and pride, and I know that about the Japanese people. You know, I've done martial arts for long enough, and you study it and you learn a little bit about their culture. And those people, I have so much respect for them. You know, I'm kind of shocked they didn't win the war, you know, for their amount of dedication and devotion. And I don't know, they're just remarkable people. And I'm not really saying what I want to say, other than what I feel energetically when I hold this sword is I can feel this person who owned this sword. I feel that. It was a sense of honor and pride and all of that, you know, that he would have that to have reached the officer's rank, number one, and to be a proud soldier representing his country. And I feel that. I don't feel, I'm getting really personal here tonight. There's a lot of emotions an officer in the military could feel. I will leave it there. And I don't know what y'all talking about. I need to stop and read these comments. But anyway, but this it's kind of a bittersweet but honorable feeling about it if words can come close, and they don't. Manuki, thank you. I could not come up with that word. That's it. Manuki, decorative minerals. Woven to this Chisaki. Yes, I could. See, I studied and I knew all that many moons ago, and I've forgotten it all. That's it, Mickey. Thank you. I knew you'd know. Manuki, the decorative mineral ornaments are woven under the Chisaki handle wrapping. But doesn't it mean something? Because they're not always the same. And this one has, it looks like flowers. Yeah, like a sunflower. And I know you can't see that in the camera. So I can't remember the meaning of that, more detail. But anyway, thank you for that. Yeah, those terms have long left my old brain. It was too many years ago. Oh, Taylor, you're saying that's absolute quality? Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm kind of struggling with who I'm going to pass it on to. I only have one grandson, and he might, hopefully, by the time I go, appreciate it. I hope so. Thank you, Charlie. You love that story. See, there's just no telling what you're going to get here on my channel. Just no telling. Yeah, K.A., I know how it ended up here. I kind of talked about that. I'm just catching up on your comments. I know I'm a little behind. Thank you, John. Yes, it is a beautiful piece. Thank you. Much nicer than mine, actually. You're welcome, Taylor. I'm just catching up here. Pride BG. Yes, I am a grown female and I have a lot of experience. Yes, I do. And hopefully it's nice when younger people actually respect that and want to take advantage of that. Charlie, well, yes, you can get blood and water on them. Otherwise, they were issued to Japanese officers in the war, World War II, I presume, World War whatever. And anyway, or World War I, I'm confused now. But anyway, you get blood on them. The trick is you have to keep them oiled. Just like think of it, no disrespect toward this sword intended, but think of it like a cast iron skillet. It's metal. You have to keep it oiled. Hello, Cornelius. Warm welcome. Yes, they are a fascinating culture, and honestly, we could learn a lot from them. Charlie saying I did karate for 3 months, but stopped because it was early in the morning for me and after working. Yeah. I couldn't have done that in the morning. I always had to do it at night. The Japanese were brutal people. Glad we took care of them when we did. Well, they were defending their country. I don't think we would have done any differently. Oh, I don't know, Taylor. That's a good question. I don't know. Like I said, if I was a geek, I should take a picture. I'm sure there's somebody out there who knows that information. Take a picture of it, because I'm just not, again, I'm in a small space here, sure that you can see it. It's kind of, I know it's not going to come through on the camera. It looks like sunflowers, like little sunflowers in there, and then I don't know what this is meant to represent, clouds or something, I don't know. But it's fascinating to me anyway. Send it to the UK. I don't know, Taylor. We need to do a deeper dive, don't we? I should bone up on my history if I'm going to talk about swords. That could be likely chosen as a personal choice for the blade's recipient to bear significance to the holder. Well, that's kind of what I was wondering. Now, these aren't like real true custom-made katanas, I don't suspect. I mean, I know somebody actually made it, but what I'm saying is, if you have one custom made for you, they do put that kind of thing in here, like we would use, or like a crest, like a family crest or something. But I don't know if they did that for the Japanese officers, if they had that. I don't know. Again, a good history deep dive. Yeah, that would field trip at customs. You're right, Charlie. Oh, God. Christy, yes, I have 2 grown sons. Handsome men they are. Sneaky, thank you. I hope you have a lovely New Year as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate you. Every live I get this question, how old am I? I am 73 or 74. My son and I are still having a debate about that. It's an inside joke. Charlie said, maybe I'm thinking about the knife they cut sushi with. Yeah, I don't know anything about sushi or sushi knives. Can't help you there. Yes, K.A., that is an absolute truth. K.A. is saying, I saw a story about a haunted object was a chest that had a spirit on it or something similar. That happens. It's called, wait a minute. I know this. Give me a second. I know this in my brain that's kind of tired at the moment. Yeah, Taylor, that I could do that for sure. Like when I do a house clearing, there's like 37 or plus items that I check for. And one of the items is called power artifacts. Now, that is not quite as descriptive as you might think. But for example, it's basically residual energy because people, it's like, you know, this is not the maybe best comparison, but your skin sloughs cells. So everywhere you go, you're sloughing your skin cells. Well, it's kind of like you're sloughing your energy cells everywhere you go. And if you spend a lot of time in one place, you've got an energy residual built there. So for example, let me give you a fun story. In for a penny, in for a pound for you guys that are here and maybe enjoying some of this trivia. Sana, I've done all the readings, hon. If you want a reading, you can either catch me next time. I go live, which I go live every weekend. If you're subscribed to me, hit the notification bell. YouTube will notify you. Or you can book a private reading, and that information is pinned at the top of the chat. Oh, gosh, Charlie, thank you. Thank you, so sweet. The EK saying they performed an exorcism in a house, and the source was the old chest. Yeah, I believe that. Thank you, Kay. That's very sweet of you. I try to take care of it. So what I was going to say, my story about talking about power artifacts. So it's basically a thing, whatever that thing, it could be, like you're saying, it could be a chest, it could be, you know, Charlie, you have to go in and hit the notification bell, which I don't know how YouTube does that, but you're not the first person that's told me they didn't get notified. I don't know what YouTube is doing with all that. I don't know, but sometimes people don't, so. Taylor, thank you so much. A happy New Year to you. Thank you so much for being here. You might want to hear this last story and then I'm going to go, but I'm just saying, if you stay here just another minute, I was going to talk about, I was working in a place, it was kind of a little part-time fun job where they had like antique booths, and this one dealer that was there had a lot of beautiful antiques, but there was this one French chest that he couldn't sell. Okay, Charlie, yes, please do that. Oh, Mickey, you're too sweet. You are too sweet. Thank you. Thank you. All I do is try. All I do is show up and be me. That's all I can do. So this dealer was having, you know, he would have sales and things would sell and things would go and his business was good. But this one French console had a marble top chest, never sold. And we were just having a chat one day and he says, I can't figure out why that chest won't sell. Well, I had been eyeing it because I wanted it, but I wasn't going to pay full price for it. So finally one day it went on sale and I bought it and I brought it home and I was feeling this really funky energy from it. So I did some energy investigation into it. Well, it turns out it is what is called a power artifact. And you can rate that on a scale of 0 to -10, meaning -10 would be very negative energy and -10 would be something that was near or close to a person, like, for example, that committed suicide, or there was something like that. Well, guess what? It was. So I did a deep dive into the history of the piece, and it turned out it belonged to a young man who was gay and had suffered a lot because of that, and he ended up committing suicide. And he loved the piece, and it was in the room where he was, and so it took on all that negative energy. So I had to clear it. And then now that it's been cleared, everybody that comes in my house compliments it. Oh, that's a great piece. It's like got reversal of the energy. It's just so interesting. So I have kind of lived that whole scenario back to the chest and that whole thing. So anyway, for anybody who wanted to hear that story, stuck around for it, thank you very much for listening. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it was, well, a chest to me is something like a box that you put things in. This is a console. I call it a chest. It's like a big two-door drawer console that you would, find in a hallway or an entryway or in a living room, something like that. Okay, Taylor, thank you for hanging around for that last little bit. I thought you might find that interesting. You're always so patient with me. I don't know when you sleep, but... And a Happy New Year again to you, Mickey. I really wish you the best. Don't have too much to drink now. You're saying, was that the piece? Yeah, that was the last story I'm going to tell tonight, Taylor, I think. Gosh, I'm hearing fireworks. It's not even New Year's Eve, and people are doing fireworks out there. Charlie's asking, can I send some spirits to turn this hot tap off? I'm keep burning myself. That would probably be a little more manipulative than I choose to be, because that can bite you in the butt. So I'm not going to do that for you, Charlie, but I wish you best of luck. Probably have better luck calling a plumber with that one, right? Okay, it's 1 a.m. where you are. Gosh, let's all say goodnight. I love y'all so much. I'm going to get out of here anyway. I'm going to get on out of here. After I block Richard, I'm going to get out of here. There we go. Thank you. Goodbye, Richard. I know, right? KA is from Austria. Oh my gosh, that is a fur piece from here, Austria. I bet it's cold there too. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night. Do you love the stories? Well, thank you. Well, stick around, because at my age, you got lots of them, right? Got lots of them. Is it like you, Charlie's, I'll let you bite my butter as long as I don't keep it back. Oh, Lord, it's funny. Okay. Nikki, good night. Mickey, good night. Charlie, good night. Taylor, good night. K.A., good night. Whoever I didn't say, thank y'all for being here so much. I love y'all to pieces. You make my day. You make my day. All right, I'm wishing everybody a very happy and safe New Year's. Be smart out there. Be safe. Don't drink and drive and all that good stuff. K.A., I think, Austria, Mickey. Austria. Oh, Vienna. Oh, okay. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate y'all. Good night, everybody. Mwah. Happy New Year. Soon I'll get to say that for real. All right. Be safe. Love y'all. Keep smiling. And what's my tagline, Charlie? Get busy getting happy, everybody. Get busy getting happy. All right. Bye for now.